So during meditation, as I was coming out of it, I kept hearing chaos, chaos. May it be in one's life, someone that you know, they can't figure you out. They don't know what is going on, you know. And like I said in the last one, like, people are trying to figure you out. There's people out there who are looking at you and you are not aware of it. And it's funny because no matter how much we think we're paying attention, no matter the cues, our intuition, you know, there are like people really in the cut that see you as light. And they may crush on you. They may just be observing you. They may try to be figuring you out. I don't know. You know, whatever fits in your life. You may not even know. Okay? A lot of things are changing, and you're starting to see those who smile in your face as you observe and be attentive and just be present. You'll notice the dynamics of change in the conversation, and if they're bullshitting you or not. And it's up to you to call them out on that bullshit. Don't be afraid of that. Going or heading in a direction of observation, seeing things for what it is, and using discernment. 919, time to make change and start over. Once you take the initial step and are truly committed to see past the illusions placed in front of you, placed in front of one's eyes. Don't place all receipts in one place. Collect what you need. The illusion is not the matter. Use your discernment, your all-seeing eye, to get past fears and risk. On that also, those people who are trying to figure you out, you yourself may be feeling this attack of anxiety, this nervousness, this uneasiness, and you're like, wait a minute, I was just calm a couple of seconds ago. Where is this coming from? Or you happen to feel a certain way, and an hour or two, a couple minutes later, whatever the case is, boom, somebody comes knocking on your door and they're anxious. So then you'll go, oh, so you're the one I was feeling. You're not going to literally tell them, I'm going to say, oh, so you're the energy I was feeling. You're the anxiety I was feeling. And some people may see you so much as light, you know, that they're observing you. They may crush on you. They may see you like this beautiful aura, and they're just watching you, trying to figure you out, and are afraid to approach you because they're not on that level yet. Take the story where it resonates. Take it where it resonates in your life. You know, don't make it fit. But in reality, I mean, I say but, and in all perspective, like, you have to understand where you're standing now, right? And let go of what was in the past, because in the past you were standing on the outskirts and viewing things, but weren't sure of the trickery that was going on, the things that they were hiding from you. So now the tables are turning, right? Now they're in a hangman position. Now they are trying and have this perspective as your tables have turned. Now you're looking from above. Even if you're in the outskirts, you're seeing within and who's who and calling people out on their bullshit, if that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? While they're upside down, you're looking above, from above. Try to imagine that, right? And they're seeing things from a different perspective, like, wow, I wasn't who I was putting out there to be. I was actually hiding things and not being my authentic self. And now you're above, right? Viewing this from another, because the tables have turned. Now you're viewing this from another perspective, and you're seeing and acknowledging how they see you and how full of shit they were, what hurt they caused you from the trickery, from the illusions, from the things they hid from you, right? They're trying to figure out, because before you may have lashed out on someone, before you may have drive someone crazy, before you may have like done things out of the ordinary because it wasn't your emotion. It was your emotion, but it wasn't really, you wasn't in your element. And I just heard Pop Smoke. That's not my element. Like, okay. Like people were taking you out of your environment and reflecting. So what they were feeling inside, you were giving it to them. Boom. Boom. You want to see crazy? I'm going to give you crazy. This is the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right? That's what you were given, because they were hiding, but you knew you just couldn't claw at it, and they laughed. And that's what narcissists do. But now the tables turned, and we're back on that. Now they're trying to figure out, damn, they're isolated. What is going on? Why are they so quiet? You know? Now they're thinking, are they playing tricks on me? Are they hiding something from me? You know? And you were literally an inspirational, charismatic, innovative person. You're in your element. You're in this fire element where you know who you are. You stand where you stand. And you are rooted like a tree, right? Your feet are rooted, planted on solid ground in the earth. And if you notice if you ever picked out weeds, if you do groundwork, right? How deep does a root truly go? If you've done your healing, then you understand what I'm saying. How deep do those roots really go? From abuse to narcissistic parents, family members, friends, co-workers, baby mama, baby daddy drama, abuse as a child, neglect, ancestral roots. Those roots are so far deep and sometimes are on the other side. So you have to literally take your time. One rip, you're not ripping and digging and pulling and because you don't want to reroot those. You want to pull them out, right? So that then you can plant who you are on solid ground, solid foundation. If this makes sense, if you listen to my episodes prior to this, you are setting your foot, your foundation on solid ground, not muddy waters, not muggy, shakeable. No, you're unshakable now. You know where you stand. You know who you are. And you're not allowing anyone to do anything that's going to take you out of that element. So yes, if you're isolating yourself, it's because that's the way of you're protecting yourself. You don't have to lash out to protect yourself anymore, because that's not you. It never was you. It was those roots that were embedded in you. Your crown of glory is just blooming, blossoming. You'll notice as you walk, the birds, the sky, everything is different. You, my dear, are different, and they are just observing you from afar like, how? How can I get there? Who is this? Right? They, right now, are literally trying to balance, right? They have one side of earth and one side of water, and they don't know what to do. They're living on two grounds because they may, want to be with you. They may want to understand, how can I get to that where this person is? How can I see and look and speak and feel like that? But then, like the Bible says, you can't serve two masters. You can't serve, say for instance, your wife, your husband at home, be married to one, but then be in someone else's DMs. You can't sit here and be on a spiritual conquest, but then want to dibble and dabble in earthly realms, in the earthly realm. You have to be diligent and set yourself on one foundation, one path. You have to decide that. Nobody can decide that for you. They right now, the people outside of you who don't understand you and that are looking at you, I see butterflies and all that, like you bring them all this light, but see, they're reversed. Their perspective, the tables have turned. So they're feeling unbalanced. Their priority and their playfulness doesn't feel the same because they had that once with you. You brought that out of them, but they kept playing in your face. This can be a lover, a friend, a family member, whoever. I'm just saying, your children. Right now, like, the enemy is playing with people. You have to stay in your light. Being that you're isolating yourself, you're glowing. Your heart is glowing. Your chakras, you're standing there with poise, that virtuous woman, that kingdom man watching your virtuous woman from the gates. You are her gatekeeper, brother. And your woman is hustling. She's doing her thing. She's gracious. She's practical. And she's capable of doing anything a queen can do because she's not allowing you to step on her crown. How can you as a queen continue to let men, family members, children, and those of lower vibrational energies step on your crown, sis? Like, you literally taking your crown off your head to please someone outside of yourself, placing it on the floor and letting them mock you. Letting them step on your crown over and over and over again. I keep saying, what's for you will never leave you nor forsake you. What's for you will lead you in the right direction. What's for you would allow you to heal while still understanding that the space, the time, and the effort goes a long way. Okay? Don't let no one take you off track. Don't let no one take you off track. Because it's bullshit if you let that. Like, you've worked so hard for you to allow something to see through a crack. Then you have to see where is that crack from. Because it's not coming from this foundation. I need to seal that. I need to block that. I need to heal that. There's a crack. If you're allowing yourself to continually be abused, if you're allowing yourself to continue to be tricked, if you allow yourself to continue to come out of the isolation because they're feeling a certain way, oh well, let them feel a certain way. How many days and nights have you cried and felt a certain freaking way? I be mad sometimes. They're feeling displaced. Their shit is falling onto them. That shiny persona that they were putting out there, you know, because it was all about them. They didn't care about you. It was all about what they can get out of you. They knew you were light. They knew you were light. They were testing you. So now they're feeling displaced. They feel like, how dare this person treat me like this? How dare this person shit on me? How dare this person treat me the way that I was treating them for so long? How dare they? Man, listen. Don't get in the way as karma is collecting on those low vibrational energies. You continue to keep yourself up. You continue to pray. You continue to meditate. Pay it. No, never mind. Pay the business that minds you, and that's your own. I see it like this. Okay? Whatever is in my presence, when it's in my presence, I can see, I can hear, I can feel out the energy, right? Once it leaves my environment, I mean, if I want to, I can feel the energy. But once it leaves my environment, yo, you're going to do what you're going to do. You feel me? I'm not going to sit there all day trying to figure out the energy and why you left and who you doing and what you doing, whoop, blah, boop, blah, and whoop-de-doo. We're not doing that. But I just tell you this, as a spiritual warrior, as a prayerful warrior, when you come back into my element, come back in peace. Because whatever disturbed you out there is, I'm going to feel it before you even reach my door. I'm going to feel it before you even reach my aura. And I'm going to neglect you. I'm saying that in spite of all the spiritual warriors, all the light workers, all the empaths, okay? Or the spiritualists that keep getting attacked. Because they're looking at it as spirituality being this freak fest. They have deemed it this, I don't even want to say it. You feel what I'm saying? It's just, I don't want to say it. I can only speak for myself and those who I've spoke to. There's no darkness that is being done in any environment that I know of. The people I speak to, there's no darkness going on. But what we will do is return the ship back to sender. You ain't playing with us. You're not playing with me and my energy. You're not going to play with me in my face. So that chaos, oh, it's going to head back to you, bro. Sis. Cuz. Get your mind right. Get your heart right. Get your spirit right. Whoever you are. We ain't scared of you. Just a lot of us don't talk about it. We know you listening. We know you watching. You know? Do yourself a favor and fix the environment you're in. Pick the path that you choose. Be observant and obedient to one. Remember, I'll say this time and time again, love overpowers any darkness, any entity. Love conquers all. Light is grand. No matter what moon work you people do, remember that the sun reflects to that moon. That's what gives it the light. But y'all in this shadow period, I get it. You must do your shadow work. A lot of people like to play in that dark, not knowing that things will come to light one day. On that note, y'all have a good day.